guys, and welcome back to the show. Today I am playing No Man's Sky, and as you guys might have seen in my previous video, it was I was showing you guys some of my races in GTA. I said that I'd be bringing a video for you guys about the Roma geobay, or whatever you want to call it, the new Pathfinder update on No Man's Sky. So I've started building a base. We've actually moved away from the previous base that we had, and I've moved to this snowy planet. You guys, if you saw my last video, you will know which planet this is. The trading post is just over there, I believe, just over that hill. So it's not too far from there, and I've got kind of a nice little base going on here, and I think it's pretty cool. But to start off with, what we're just going to do is take a look inside the base, because I want to talk to you guys about some of the things that I've discovered. So first of all, in case you guys didn't know, you probably already do know this, you can name your own base if you go up to this machine here. This is how you claim the planet as your home base. You can go up to this thing and it'll let you name your base. Secondly, the teleporter. Now for you guys who don't know how to activate this, which I previously didn't, what you have to do is you go up to the space station, and you should notice that the usual side that you go into the space station, there's only one space to go into the space station, but once you're actually in there and you've landed your ship, there'll be a set of ladders on either side. Now you usually go to the right where all the trading terminals are and you can recruit people and all that kind of thing. But if you go to the other side of it, you will find a teleporter just like this one, and you can connect to it and it'll teleport you back to your base. Now once you've done that, it'll activate your base one, so I can go on here and it will let me you know, go to any of the space stations that I've previously found. So there's some little things that I found. I have been playing around with No Man's Sky, trying to find some stuff that I didn't know about. You know, I've been discovering some things. There's now this dude here that you can talk to, and you can trade nano clusters. I believe they're new, they weren't previously in there. And you can trade blueprints for that. So if you want some of these things for your base, you can discover how to build them. So you can see there, it shows you how to build some of them things. You can get lights now. So it's quite nice. We've got some new features, and obviously the newest feature is this guy right here. He is going to be our man who does all that. He's basically like our mechanic, and as you can see, we got the wheels up here. It's quite a nice little thing, and we've got this little spinny thing on here. So we're going to be talking more about that in just a minute, but I actually didn't know how hard it was to get this thing. You know, I thought it was going to be quite hard. It was actually surprisingly easy, and I just want to talk through what I did. So basically what you've got to do is you've got to build one of these stations. Now it only requires iron, so you can find them on pretty much every planet. You just go out, and I've just been mining over there, them weird things, they're just iron. And you gotta build one of these. Then you gotta go to the space station. Now the easiest way to do that is just teleport there, and you've got to recruit this guy. Then you need to talk to him, and he'll tell you to build a builder's kind of thing, which also just requires 50 iron, so it's not really too hard to get. Just go out and build that. Then you gotta go back to the space station and recruit a builder, which I've got here. Then when you get back to your base, you will have the builder here. He'll be sat here, and you need to talk to him. Now he will tell you to go out and get something called spodonium. And if you don't know what spodonium is, it's a rare element that you can only find on certain planets. Now it took me quite a long time to find the spodonium. So if you guys are having a bit of trouble, then I suggest that you just look around on YouTube for some tutorials on how to find it. But the best thing I find is if you find like a red planet that's very barren, or if you can find kind of like a red planet that has a base on it, that's probably your best bet for getting it. And it kind of looks a little bit like a cactus. Now, he will tell you that it looks a bit like a cactus. And when you actually go to the planet, it really does look like a cactus. It's not like making it up or anything. But then you come back to your base. Now, the easiest thing I did was I had to go to a different system to find the spodonium. So that tells you how rare it is. And I just teleported from that space station back to my base. So you can also you know, you can travel cross space station, so you can travel from millions of systems away and you can come back to your base. I don't know if there's a range on it, because I only did travel to the next system, so it might only be a short range, but it is quite cool that you can do that. So when you bring the spodonium back to this guy, he's going to be very happy. You need to bring him 50 spodonium. And he's going to go and then tell you to build a science kind of laboratory, which I have here. And again, it only requires 50 iron to build, so it's not really that hard to build. Then what you're going to do is you can teleport back to the space station. Now you have to go to a space station in a Korvax system. So the system that I'm currently in is a Vakeen. If you don't know what a Vakeen is like an animal-based life form, kind of like this guy and the guy in there. And the Vakeen are these electronic life forms that you can see here. So you need to go to a Korvax system, and you'll have to recruit a scientist. Then what you want to do is you want to talk to your scientist. So if you talk to the scientist, he's then gonna go and tell you the blueprint for making these things called Voltiac cells that you can see here. And the reason that you want to get these is because you need 2 Voltiac cells. So if we just go over to this guy right here, this guy wants us to build the Roma geobay. So as you can see in the bottom right hand corner there, it says vehicles build an exocraft terminal. So that's what this guy's for, and basically you have to get the 2 Voltiac cells to be able to build. We're just gonna have to put that in here. Right, we can put some items in here. Yeah, we'll put that in. I don't know how we do this. It would seem that we can, okay. So I'm still kind of figuring out how this all works. I'm sorry if I went quiet there. This grave thing is really annoying. I wish it would go away. But anyway, so this guy wants us to build the Roma geobay, and that is what this whole video is going to be about. I'm going to be building the Roma geobay, and I'm going to talk to you guys about like some of the features and stuff. But I have been out collecting all the stuff that we need. So if I just go here. Now, to build these Voltiac cells, I'll just... Hold on, I do know what I'm doing. To build these Voltiac cells, you need 50 of this thing called Antrium. Now, it's really easy to find. I struggled for ages to find it, and I just went on YouTube, and the guy just says you can get it from going in caves. And I went in caves and I found loads of it. So if you're struggling to find it, have a look in some caves, see if you can find it, and yeah, you should be okay. So we've already got one Voltiaxel, and as you can see, it requires 50 Atrium. So we've built the two Voltiaxels here, and that is everything we need to build this Roma geobay. So if I just go up here, you should find we need 200 Heridium, 2 Voltiaxels, and a dynamic resonator. So if we go on here, we have the dynamic resonator and we have the 2 Voltiaxels. The only thing that we're missing is some Heridium, but that's quite easy to find. So I'm just going to go and get that for you guys, and then we're going to be back to build our Roma geobay. Okay, so I'm back. I've got the 200 Heridium that we need, and I've just parked my ship over there out of the way. So we've gone back to our base here, and just before I left you guys, I deleted this section here because I'm going to put the Roma geobay right here in the middle so we can kind of drive out of there. So I think that'll be quite cool. So I've got everything that we need. We just take a look. We got the dynamic resonator, we got the 2 Voltiaxels, and we got the 200 Heridium right there. So let's go ahead and build our Roma geobay. So we're gonna stick it right in the middle there. And holy moly. So that was pretty cool, guys. I didn't know that it drops the car like that. I actually thought that we might have to build the car yet, but apparently we don't, so that's pretty cool. I'm just wondering if I could get it a bit more straight, maybe. No, we don't want to rotate it. How do we... Can we turn it? Oh, does this let us paint it? Oh no, so we can't paint it. That's a bit of a shame. It'd be quite cool to paint it. Well, I think we'll just keep it orange and white then, so it matches our base and so it actually matches the thing. Just wondering how we turn it. It says on here like how to rotate it. Do we have to... No. Okay, so I don't really know how that works, but we've got our Roma geobay in here, guys, and we can actually summon it back, I think. Yeah, so we can go on here, and it'll drop us a new... Well, it will go and collect it from wherever. So we've got something new now to explore the planet with, and I know what you guys are thinking, just hop the hell in it, so that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, so we actually go in third person, that's pretty cool. Okay, so that's reverse. How do we go forwards? Oh, okay, so we go forward. Okay, oh, it's gonna take a bit of getting used to. Oh, this is pretty cool though. So we can like drift it. Oh, so we can reverse it. Oh, this is really confusing. So, yeah. So we got this Roma here, and we're just gonna go for a little explore, I think. So the way you drive it, you've got with the steering button that you would normally use, you have to push forward on that, and then wherever you look is where it turns. And there is 3 of these exocrafts that you can build. So we got the Roma, we got the really big one, I don't know what that one's called. We got a much smaller one. So this is kind of the I think this is the Explorer one. But you can also get a massive freighter one, which is like a massive lorry type thing, but it's really slow. and you can get a much smaller thing, which is like a little hoverboard type thing, and I believe that is for like fighting. Oh, what was that I just ran over? Ah. So we can just hop out of it. It's pretty quick, you know. It's a lot faster than having to run everywhere. So we got a power canister there. And we need an Atlas pass for that. And we got a Korvax cube thing. Oh, that's pretty cool. I could do with fitting down. It's not so easy to... There we go. It's quite hard to control. I prefer it if they just done it like normally. I actually just want to try something. Now this could either end really badly or really well. Can we go down? Oh, we can. Ah, but it's only a small one. So this is a good way to explore caves. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Now can we get out of here? The whole reversing thing is not so easy. I don't know how you steer when you're reversing. So it's quite hard to... Okay, there we go. Let's just go full power and see if we can... Now, if you get it stuck, you can get it out by calling it again, so I'm happy that it's not just permanently now stuck in here. And it doesn't look like we can get it out very easy. Can we... It has a horn. Are you actually kidding me? Oh yeah, so whilst we're in here, there's a good chance for me to point out something for you guys. This is Atrium. So as you can see, we're in a cave here, and I'm actually just going to mine some of it because it's quite useful. I don't know what we can use it for, but I have a feeling we're going to need it for something else. So that's what it looks like. It kind of looks like a glowing flower. They're really easy to find if you go in a cave, so just go in a cave, have a look for it, and then... I don't think we can get... Now, there is a way to bunny hop it, but I don't know how we do that. Let me just have a look. On foot. Vehicle controls. Okay, scan, accelerate, steer, horn. Vertical thrust, so it's X. Okay, there we go. So it doesn't seem like we can... Okay, so it does have vertical thrust. That is pretty cool. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna get that out of there, guys. So it is a good idea to, you know, it can go in very what do you call it, places. You know, it can go in some pretty tight spaces and stuff, but you are gonna get it stuck. So just be aware of that in case you're not. So I'm just gonna walk back here, then we're gonna call it in and see if we can do some upgrades to this thing. So we're just arriving back at the base, guys. It didn't take me too long, it was only a few minutes walk. But like I just said, try not to get it stuck because you won't be able to get it out so easily. But then you can just call it back, so that's pretty cool. Now, one thing I wasn't sure about was whether or not you could upgrade the jump, so it might make it a bit easier to get out of there. So, oh, our inventory's full, really? I'm just gonna go ahead and put... Okay. So we're gonna talk to this guy, and so once you've built it, this guy is like, oh, have you constructed the Roma geobay yet? Tell me once you have. We must scan this world to find its signals. So previously it doesn't let you have this option because you haven't built it, but now I have built it, so he's gonna be very happy. Good. Here's a blueprint for the exocraft signal booster. It will allow you to discover building signals from afar. So there we have it, guys. So we need a bypass chip. So we need to figure out how to build a bypass chip. Now I have a feeling that we can build one. Yes, we can. And can we now? Now what did he say? We got the blueprint for it as well. Oh, and something else that I discovered. Now, I didn't previously know the significance of blueprints. I didn't know what they actually did. But it turns out, for you guys that don't know what they do, you have to... So, if I go on here and I try to build something, it only comes up with these items here. So, I can't actually build anymore. Like, if I can go on here, but there's nothing else to build. Now the way that, so if I go on here, sorry, and you can go across here and you can build these items, you need to get the thing and then they will light up. But you can't build anything else till you found the blueprint for it. So I didn't actually know what blueprints did. I thought you could just build everything and you just had to slowly progress through it. But it turns out that isn't actually the case. Now, we've got the fusion engine, so it does seem that we have to charge it up, so that is something to be aware of. Now I don't know if we can upgrade that at all. I don't think we can. So if we go on here, the signal booster, there we go. So we've built the signal booster and now you can see it has that little radar thing on the side, so that's pretty cool. So we're going to go back to our mechanic guy and tell him that we have built that and see what he wants us to do next. So yes, we have built that. Now he's going to... here are the weapon blueprints. Okay. So we need some power gel and 2 cartwright sheets. Cartwright sheets, whatever you want to call them. So we want to build, we need to build the power gel. Power gel. Okay, so we need 100 carbon. Oh, that's quite easy to find. There's plenty of trees around here. Oh, life support is offline. That isn't good. Oh, this happened to me before. We could do with some thallium 9. We got some over here. I'm just gonna grab this real quick. If you guys are stuck looking for antrium, whatever you call it, they usually come around these blue rocks as well. So if you're looking to find that. We can just charge that up again. There we go. So we're all happy Larry again. And we're just gonna mine some more trees for the carbon. So it's quite cool that we get weapons, and I also believe you can get a mining thing, so you can actually mine from within your vehicle. Because they've added some new elements now. That you can only get from mining with your Roma craft. And one more thing that I want to talk to you guys about is the giant space freighters. Now I am thinking about buying one of them, and I had a look yesterday at them, and they're a little bit more expensive than I thought. They usually cost around oh, so it actually adds an extra thing for us there. And we need to build the power gel, of course. Power gel. And now can we build this? Oh, we need the 2 cartwright sheets. So yeah, they're quite expensive to build. We need some more iron, right? No, they're quite expensive to buy. Sorry, the one that I looked at cost 19 million units, so that is quite expensive. But I would still quite like to have one because it's kind of like a mobile operation center in the sky, and yeah, I think that would be pretty cool to have. So if you guys are wondering how I'm mining for so long, if you look in the top, you can mine till it goes red, then if you just let your finger off, it will start again. So it's a lot quicker way to mine. Instead of it falling back down, it just starts over again. So that's quite cool. I didn't know that it did that. Right, so we can build these now. We'll build them in the exocraft, then we've got all the stuff we need here. And we need that one, and we need one of those, and one of those. And we'll move you to there, so that we can build our new. So we got the mounted cannon on the top. So let's go and have a look at our thing. I'm actually just going to pull it around the front so we don't have to keep walking around here. So there you guys can see we got the cannon on the top there with the light. That looks pretty sick if I do say so. Oh, that is pretty cool. It's surprisingly hard to drive this thing. I'm sure I'll get used to it over time, but yeah. Right, so I've just pulled that around the front so it makes it a bit easier for us. So we're going to talk to this guy again, and we're going to see what he says. The technician requires me to use the exocraft signal booster to locate the depot and steal the armadium from within it. It will use this substance to create an exocraft acceleration module. Okay. Build exocraft mounted cannon. Oh, we have already built that. So if we go in here and we do the signal booster, I believe he said there should be a thing around here. Oh, what was that over there? Okay, so we can't. Can we do this? Okay, so we can kind of destroy things, but we have to go around the trees. Oops, we might have just killed an animal. Oh, that isn't good. Sorry, little dude. Whoa! Randomly spawning animals in front of me. Ah, so this is the depot over here. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, what has happened here? Do we have to destroy these things? It looks like they're already destroyed, if I'm honest. We got the depot thing was here. Do we already have this or something? I'm not really sure. No, we don't have that, it would seem. I'm not sure. It keeps telling us to build. Okay, we're just gonna build these. It keeps telling us to build these. I don't know. No. That's now just use some of my resources as well. Well, I'm not really sure how we can do that. It keeps telling us to go here, but It's already been destroyed. Oh, so that's pretty cool. So we can just turn around. So if we aim behind us and then go forward, it will turn around for us. Oh, that's pretty handy. And we can actually drift pretty well with this thing. That was an awesome drift there. And drift. This thing is pretty cool. I'm glad that the Hello Games added this to No Man's Sky. It was something that we needed. You know, all space games need some sort of spacecraft to explore the planet. Now, the only thing that I wonder about this spacecraft, or this exocraft, is whether or not we can... Oh, this is not our base. Is this where it wants us to go? No. Where is our base? Our base is in that direction? Really? No. Okay. The only thing I wonder about these exocraft is whether or not we can use them on other planets. So, obviously this is my home planet, and I have now placed that the geobay on this planet. We're just gonna go for a quick turn around like that. So I've placed the kind of pad that it sits on this planet. So I wonder if we can actually, you know, get that on another planet or not. I don't think we can, because it would mean that we'd have to pick up that pad thing. And let's see if we can park it. There we go. That's perfect parking, guys. That's pretty good. So, yeah, I don't think we can use it on other planets. So, I think the whole point of this that Hello Games wants us to do is explore one planet more. Now, obviously, the whole point of the game, well, in my opinion, is to try and get to the center of the universe. But I would much rather like to build a base like I have, and, you know, settle down, build a thing, you know, become really good on one planet, then keep hopping from planet to planet. And hopefully one day we will see a freighter up there that we can travel to. But just in case you guys are wondering, I haven't changed my ship. We've still got the awesome Bluemobile, or whatever you guys want to call it. I can't pronounce the name. An Antiwarat S10. Yeah, but this thing looks pretty cool. And I would really like to build a landing pad, like on the top, so that we can properly land it, because, yeah, that's not really landed it very well. That's crash landing it, in my opinion. But anyway, so that's where we're up to, guys. I thought I'd bring you this video today, just showing you guys the Roma exocraft, or the new Pathfinder update. And I'm playing on normal mode, just for you guys who are wondering. So I've had to go out and get all the resources to build this thing. So as I was saying, you know, I think it's pretty cool. I'm really glad that Hello Games have added this to No Man's Sky. I think it was something that we were all after. And especially with the base building as well combined with it, you can have a bit more variety with No Man's Sky. You can still go out there and explore the planets in your ship, but now you can actually settle down, which is more what I would want to do. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hopefully in the next video we're going to be expanding our base a little bit more. I've just started it off with some basics here. We've now got our exocraft. We've got the basic terminals that we need. We still need to get an armorer and a farmer, I believe. So hopefully in the next video we will do that. And I would also quite like to put a landing pad, like I said, like sort of here above, and maybe put some windows and all that kind of thing on our base, just make it a bit more homely and a bit more inviting. But that's going to be it for this video. If you guys have enjoyed, then make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you are new. And I hope this was a kind of handy tutorial for you guys on how to build the Roma geobay. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.